Hey, my name is Pastor Chris from Full Gospel Assembly, Melbourne, and I'm so thrilled to be introducing to you our Pentecostal series. I grew up in a Pentecostal church. I accepted Christ as a kid, and it was just normal for me to go to church, jump, raise my hands in worship. I would see healings take place. Regularly, we'd hear testimonies at church. There were experiences that were kind of shared. And honestly, if we're truthful, I saw some of the weirdest, strangest things. But I felt like church was a place where I could give my all and just be myself. It wasn't until actually a lot later that I would discover that this was not the experience that everybody would have of God or of Christianity. Also, as I got older, I started kind of asking questions, deeper questions. I wanted to understand why people were doing the things they were doing and what was going on behind some of the stranger occurrences at church. And then I also began seeing some of the bad sides or some of the extremes of Pentecostal theology. So I wanted to anchor myself in some good biblical understanding. Church was so transformative for me that I thought that maybe we could take this series and look at what Pentecostal church is supposed to be. I think it's reflected in the book of Acts, and we'll be going through the book of Acts to anchor ourselves in the Bible, and we will discover what normal church was meant to be like as described in the book of Acts. I hope you stay for this whole series and that you invite your friends along and that you have some deep discussions about this whole phenomenon. We're aiming to understand and move in the power of the Holy Spirit today. We'll take time to explore 5 key distinctives of the Pentecostal church. The first one is radical openness to God. Second, how there's a supernatural reality. Third, the restoration of the whole person. Fourth, that real life is full of emotion and story. And 5, how all of those things lead us to become empowered to make a difference. It's our hope that you will grow to truly step into the same power that catapulted the church in the early days in the book of Acts. And that it's still, that same power, you will discover it still powers the fastest growing movement of Christ in our world today, with churches in Latin America, all across Asia, in Africa, and even here in Australia. Please stay along for the series. God bless.